Ever look at a map and wonder, why are those plants and animals there, but not over there?
Yeah, it's like this big puzzle.
Well, today's deep dive
Figuring out where life is and why.
is all about answering that very question as we explore biogeography.
And you've given us some pretty interesting clues to work with.
We do have our trusty Wikipedia excerpts on biogeography itself,
Okay.
plus an article that really digs into the history of this whole field.
Right, right.
I'm hoping we can answer some burning questions.
Like what?
Why are there penguins in Antarctica, but not the Arctic?
That's the beauty of biogeography, though, isn't it?
It's like,
It brings together ecology, evolution, even things like geology and climate
right.
to explain those patterns we see in where life exists.
It's not just about like knowing the names of places, right?
No.
It's about understanding why certain species end up where they do.
Exactly. You've got to understand the story behind it all.
So it's like this giant puzzle.
It really is.
We're trying to put the pieces together.
And figure out what shaped the pieces in the first place.
And what are some of the most valuable pieces of this puzzle?
You know what? Islands.
Islands.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not expect that.
They're like little laboratories.
What do you mean?
Well, they're more contained than a continent, obviously.
Okay, that makes sense.
Often with clear boundaries.
Yeah.
And this makes it easier to study how species change over time, especially in isolation.
So it's like watching evolution happen, but on a smaller, faster scale because it's contained.
You got it. And even Darwin found inspiration on islands.
Oh, right. Darwin's finches. A classic example.
His observations on the Galapagos were so important for his theory of evolution.
Those different beaks, perfectly suited to each island's food.
Exactly. Adaptation in action.
But Darwin wasn't the first one to look at this stuff, was he? I mean, the whole distribution of life.
Not at all. Let's go back to the 18th century,
Okay.
a time when understanding the natural world was about challenging existing beliefs as much as it was about science.
So it was like a whole different ballgame back then.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where we meet Virgile Leclerc, Comte de Buffon.
Wow, what a mouthful.
Yeah, a bit of a mouthful, we know.
I'm already intimidated.
But don't worry about it. He's known for Buffon's law.
Okay, law makes it sound very serious.
I promise it's not that complicated.
Okay, good.
Buffon noticed something really groundbreaking.
What's that?
He realized that similar environments on different continents didn't always have the same species.
Oh, really?
This seems obvious now, but back then it was huge.
Was it?
Yeah, it challenged the idea that all species were created in one place and just stayed put.
So before that, everyone thought all creatures were just kind of stuck where they were.
Pretty much. But Buffon's observations, they were revolutionary. Life on Earth wasn't static.
It could vary from place to place,
Exactly.
even if the environments were similar.
Precisely.
What a concept.
Right. It really makes you think.
So we've got Buffon shaking things up.
Mm-hmm.
Who comes next in our little biogeography timeline?
Well, if Buffon was all about shaking things up, Carl Linnaeus was all about order.
Oh, Linnaeus.
Yep, a Swedish botanist.
Didn't he practically invent taxonomy? The way we classify organisms,
It's the one.
kingdoms, families, all that.
He was a systematic thinker, but his explanation for why species were distributed the way they were, let's just say it was a little off the mark.
You got to cut him some slack, right? It's a different time.
Oh, absolutely. Linnaeus believed that after Noah's Ark landed, the animals basically fanned out from there.
Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Like the biblical story.
That's the one he was using to explain why different species were found at different elevations, like on mountains.
So he was onto something with altitude affecting climate, but...
But not quite the mechanism we understand today.
Okay, so we've got Buffon shaking things up, Linnaeus trying to impose order. Who comes along next to move the needle on biogeography?
It's Alexander von Humboldt time.
Okay, Humboldt.
This guy was a rock star, a true explorer.
Yeah, that's a name that just screams adventure.
I know, right? But he was also incredibly curious about the natural world.
So how does he fit into all of this? Did he have, like, a Humboldt's law?
Not quite a law, more like a whole new perspective.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Humboldt was one of the first to really emphasize how connected everything in nature is and how climate affects where things live.
Makes sense. Everything is connected when you think about it.
Exactly. And he traveled extensively through South America, observing incredible diversity.
I bet those observations went beyond just, wow, look at that cool plant.
Oh, absolutely. Humboldt was meticulously documenting everything. He noticed how similar plant communities would show up at similar latitudes.
Really, even on different continents.
Even on different continents, he was connecting those dots between seemingly separate regions.
Showing how climate creates those invisible highways for plant life.
You got it. Where a species lives, it's not random. It's all influenced by these larger forces.
Like climate.
Like climate, exactly. But the story doesn't end there.
There's more.
Oh yeah. Enter Charles Lyell, our resident geologist.
Lyell. Okay, switching gears from plants to rocks now.
He really rocked the boat, this one.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Biogeography is all about making connections.
It really is. And Lyell, he gave us the gift of time?
The gift of time.
Well, a better understanding of it, at least.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
He developed the theory of uniformitarianism.
Uniformitarianism.
That sounds intense.
It's basically the idea that the same geological processes we see happening today, erosion, volcanoes, all that, they happened in the past too, and at roughly the same rate.
So slow and steady wins the race when it comes to shaping the Earth.
You got it. And this means that the Earth is way older than anyone thought back then.
Like way older.
Way older. And that's important because it meant there was enough time for evolution to happen.
So Lyell's work was like setting the stage for Darwin and Wallace. It gave them the time they needed, right? For evolution to play out. A perfect analogy. And with that expansive view of time, boom, Darwin and Wallace and their theory of evolution by natural selection.
Okay, now this is where things get really exciting.
Right.
You can't talk about biogeography without talking about evolution. How did Darwin and Wallace change the game?
They didn't just describe the patterns of life on Earth anymore.
Yeah.
They gave us the mechanism to explain them.
Natural selection, survival of the fittest.
Exactly. They showed that small changes over those vast stretches of time that Lyell revealed.
Could lead to the diversity we see today.
Precisely. And nowhere is this more apparent than on islands, especially those far from continents.
Like Darwin's finches.
Exactly. Isolated on those islands, those small differences in their beaks became super important for survival.
It's like fast-forwarding evolution.
Right. Now, Wallace, he got really fascinated by this connection between geography and life. Spent a lot of time in the Malay archipelago, incredibly biodiverse place.
That's where his famous line comes in, right?
Yeah.
Wallace's line.
You got it. Imagine a line right through the Indonesian archipelago.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
West of the line, tigers, rhinoceroses, more Asian-type species. East of the line, marsupials, birds of paradise, things you'd find in Australia.
Wait, so there's like an invisible line that separates two completely different sets of species.
Essentially. It's a deep ocean trench. Acted like a barrier for millions of years.
Even when the sea level dropped during ice ages.
Even then, small animals, birds, maybe they could cross, but larger animals, they were stuck.
So over millions of years, you have these two different evolutionary stories playing out on either side of this line. That's wild. But Wallace's line, that was discovered in the 19th century, right? What about more recent discoveries? Has biogeography changed much since then?
You bet it has. We've gone from exploring on foot to analyzing DNA.
Wow. Talk about a giant leap. From exploring on foot to analyzing DNA, how did that happen?
Well, imagine this. You're a biogeographer, right?
Okay.
You're finding identical fossils, but on continents oceans apart.
That doesn't make sense.
Exactly. It was a total head-scratcher until Alfred Wegener came along.
Wegener, wait a minute. Is this about continental drift?
You got it. The theory that changed everything.
Are we talking Pangea here?
Pangea. The supercontinent that broke up into the continents we know today.
Okay, so all the continents were once all smashed together. I remember learning about this.
Exactly. And that explains so much about why species were where they were. They didn't have to cross oceans. The continents themselves moved.
So those fossils that were driving everyone crazy,
It made perfect sense.
it's like realizing that the Earth itself is dynamic,
Right?
always moving and shifting, and life just has to keep up.
And if that wasn't enough, then came the rise of molecular analysis.
Molecular analysis, so now we're talking DNA.
You got it. Genes. We're tracing lineages back through time.
So we're not just looking at where species are now, but how they got there.
Exactly. By comparing DNA, we can see how closely related different species are.
We can see when they diverge from a common ancestor.
It's like having a time machine for biogeography.
That's amazing. Like those ancestry websites that trace your family history.
Exactly. And you know what's really cool? This molecular data, it's challenged some old assumptions.
Really? Like what?
Take the Amazon rainforest, for example.
Okay, the Amazon.
Incredibly biodiverse, right?
Yeah, tons of different species packed in there.
For a long time, people thought that diversity was pretty recent.
Because of the Andes Mountains, right?
Yeah.
Creating that kind of isolated pocket for new species to evolve.
Exactly. But then scientists, they started analyzing the DNA of Amazonian fish.
Amazonian fish, what did they find?
The Amazon's diversity, it's ancient. Tens of millions of years in the making.
Wow, so it wasn't a quick process at all.
Nope, it was a marathon, not a sprint. That basin with its rivers and climate was like this evolutionary engine churning out new species.
So the Amazon is like this testament to slow and steady change.
And that brings us to something really important, biogeography. It's not just about the past, it's about the future, too.
Because of climate change,
Exactly.
species are going to have to adapt again.
And knowing how they survived past changes can help us protect them in the future.
So it's like we can use this knowledge to make better conservation decisions.
Identify those places where species might have a fighting chance.
Find ways to help them migrate to more suitable habitats as the climate changes.
Precisely. Biogeography gives us a roadmap for the future.
I have to say, this deep dive has been amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We've journeyed through millions of years.
We've seen how life has been shaped by forces both large and small.
And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that everything is connected.
That's what it's all about.
The continents move, the climate changes.
And life finds a way.
It's pretty incredible when you think about it.
It really is. So next time you look at a map,
I'm going to see it in a whole new light.
ask yourself, why are those plants and animals there? And what can we do to protect them for generations to come?
I will. This has been eye-opening. Until next time, everyone, keep exploring.